Saka Swafo nya MCE. Aye, Honorable Seth Banini. He's a very young guy, brilliant guy. OBBLB in politics. On Kasabebre. But Banini will get the job done for you. Na Kaswa, about sanitation. Meaning say one of the biggest challenge enye na me din komobi en komono wie pay ya me buy be exposing crofobia hanom am for person create some difficult environment be edema some government appointees, especially MMDCs, you know, because no more feel say na SSL mon crofobia na appoint to na amaso ti da otan no ewom but tie me kwasi boache menyi sika emesai nipa wote se me ka asem a na yasem a eye nokre ye dogana me madwuma me ye no me conviction bi say dachi nyame bebu nso aten ti me utimi fasika eme dada me kwasi boache utimi ni seti agenda ye no kure na akipiyen for all these years betimi adi wachi nne o kira me face o niema bi nye yie mame a me ko but me no asem de ne woni fa ana benkum entibi eti moa mama dwen se bo pese mama adwuma ne den wo kasoa esa ye den de ma member of parliament no munya careful me kasoa hodom e hona mete kasoa hodom hona mete ti munya careful ade bi esi a mete me Facebook post bia na me ho adanse die gu me dem enna obi ntimi mehye me achi kutu panse gine kokose obi menye bi da menye bi suda because menim say that me bebu ho aten e bebu me aten wo ho because adwuma me yi I've done this work for 15 years me ba go do e ban say me 12 years mu na me oyi me ye 3 years obabi ansa na me ba ha that was 2013 na me ba fie ha me da so tia 2013 na me ba fie ha eti ayame no krenti na metimi ne mpanimfo eti wo se kwasi ni pani bi na mo a sabi enye sika nipa ne de mame no enka ma ye se twom otise me ne pani bi na mo a na chese ma hu me nsa ohuru yi ekaba na se me dalan crusam me boa kofo bi dalan crusam but enchenche den e wona fe se alaji sedu agongo start checka etebedru me so alaji ebedru me so pa eti ne etie no eti ye me monitor appointees no wa opeso badwuma ye den mo no ye ma wo kwan but appointee ni nya na dwuma ye so ebe den ye beka me ba yi energy minister men ka so nya na dwuma yi o me say Akufo-Addo and Bamia's government am make babia difficult edi amobia what you say edi amobia etime ene John Mahama appointee bi ene ma shedam peke manu a now me criticize na me ungrateful but the point is with information sia obi aka ni ope meboa eti John Jinapo should come out every week briefings you are good to go and me kano me onkasa ha ha me go yen timi no obi anya interview ko se wi ase be say ha me but the point is that government appointee bi John Mahama de waba no we're going to help you to succeed. It's the challenge now, no. Branabe church mu chira yen. Ne yanko yenim simple. Because yenim sa kufado abokato. Na tie enu edu national service for nkomo ha meboa. National service scandal edam kwanso ba no. Ano thing. I na crofo can say oh, ena ban ya bremo mo kasa dodo mo action. Let me tell you. So do obi kokot anya here say oh. Grassroots ntie. Say what is so be the what is so be the bone? Yes, indeed, Sikaira. But ultimately for here saying court. You need to investigate the person to the latter. As I saw your investigation so that ukita evidence. E tu kokota enkwese gofreda media na on negotiate with Japa to jail the current finance minister no. Because gofreda me am one who ye ambulance case no. E to kodu buni no na assessor on negotiate no be dia dance krum. But this attorney general said one year na juma te say odame wabene ye na juma te say obi ya wako school dimite. Enti so investigate to obi because I'm for hiding a year for saying facts. I'm for hiding information. Enti you need to take your time. Who you be your presentation. Eti omo bukasa niema cha no nyabotre. Nyabotre ye bedru ho nyabotre. Nkani be say natwi. Nyabotre. Nyabotre you get there. National service enye ghost names ni nko awo. Sika Yetiama suppliers ebia say 20 million ma yadwuma national service a na ye 200 million de aguma account mu na 80 million krofo be yade akwa akwache ne nam kwa so ba no akufo de kwantimi nso a etenye ghost names som de wie sika o womo render service edema national service I see a tuamaka no womo tibi twesikan in excess na krofo be afachira kwagis Canada. Coming weeks, it will blow your mind. Tibunya botre. Nyanko yanim. Mame NLA story ni yanko. The kind mame the bakono. Asana de weaba. Contract na medema hono. I don't know what another them say okay the same way. All right, thank you. When your portions be of NLA KGL contract. The last time I told you, me were NLA or KGL Ghana contract, KGL Nigeria contract, and a KGL Cote d'Ivoire contract. Now, also skin is what? Your short term 0.20, a term validity and renewal of exclusive license. Eti Ochakia, where contractor NLA for any KGL assign ye. Na minim sa any party me transe. Some assign contract to the company for 15 years. Eti pursuant to clause 1.1. The license herein granted shall be for a term of 15 years, commencing 1st January 2024 to 31st December 2039. MP before the sign contract with this company called KGL, or NLA. The subsequent ones, no, now, in recent times, more money terminal. I've told you KGL the NLA contract. I see here under MPP no it's a bad contract. Now I am going to force the KGL man to tell us, sir, sika sign na wajeje edema NLA. Mami bakono was it 90% of what have you? Okay, for tuning na brand me hade. Hwe MPP for ba Ghana, ebebu Ghana 8 years no. Okay, man, back on hade. One baba yes on we kubu na say. Papa your father Alex Apo Dade, executive chairman KGL Group. National Lottery Authority was making huge losses. When we came in, so we introduced technology to change the system. Mama, the other story near here. 90% of NLA's revenue comes from me. 90% of NLA's revenue comes from me. That's KGL Group. Group CEO Nekasano. But the person be bisa Ora Alexa Ponce. Sikasena KGL enya a day lottery. Ena sikasayin no dema NLA. E question mi bisa no. O tie interviews ni bia sika de philanthropic work philanthropy what have you work you bet me that top private jet too we na de adem chewe wen nyana yi tie NLA in the 80s. Me, I was born in 80s. NLA in the 80s, you know. Na NLA offer aban juma na a generated sikama government near the kokoto yen consolidated fund mua na NLA and that second in the 80s. Etini etia kwa say so we twa to no wa ni a na say the proceeds ni ko to consolidated fund mua aban tibi ko yibi e de yakwan ma nam so meboa. That was the essence. Say the national lottery no aban edin ho kom. Say bia individual bi ebe start sa game no. Na bia kwesi bo achi lotteries. Udi ya nko na me yire ne me ma. But as aban de ho gimu a na po wan ni a ye fa ne say aban ede NLA sika ne bi o de kokoto consolidated fund no or the school die ama batim. Eti ye do but what gani usika she de batanhie. So that was the essence. Our government ebaye. So in the 80s, na government institutions, NLA was second. Woman na generating revenue for government. But now the state of NLA is appalling. Near amiyani samia okunumu contract kodi ewo contractor wo sane ye na 2024 mu hunu say MPP lose elections no and ko sign contract for 15 years a contract extension no because no the kind e another the first saying 10 years contract and ko renew say 8 years or 10 years and ko renew ye but tie me ma story bi o hanum. It says sikafo e bound chamber can send be chira say oh say na 70 no ase oye papa NLA product bi a ye fe no 5090 ene no mutwa no sa 5090 no no 590 NLA for product ye fe no 590 o mutwa no online aye exclusive to NLA and no party obi no betimi aton sa product no e de amom twalo to no but KGL illegally e constate sa product no am I fan 10 million Ghana cedis KGL started ton that 590 product no but some 590 product no exclusive to NLA. But the MPP maneuver their way. And make sure say, one of the private company in the Baba share NLA mu. Yama ku NLA now one the yakaso NLA Christ no making profit. What is that? Your mama can say your tongue alcohol boka. Sound here. Why the tolo to boka? Why the tolo to aboka? But I could for the time. As I contract with some companies, you tolo to krom aboka. And tell them in the 80s, across your population, and also no. NLA were making profits. I had to consolidated fund mu. And you can be jumping to Numo Krumha. But the NLA cannot boast of any omnitimum staff. Let me tell you, KGL was say 90% of NLA's revenue comes from Onono. Bisane say, Sika wa chichino, NLA enim sika ebana wana. I'm for getting some sikabi at the expense of the Ghana for the become rich. No chirabi no oshia ba abaka so amobra. Bisane say NLA na si wonu na private company na ba no. Ye twalo to a NLA nim sika onya. KGL for the tisika no bi di ma NLA. Enti as to how much NLA Gino, if I say KGL Gino day no, NLA any idea about it. Now me investigations tell me say every day, listen to me, every day you tell to 10 million ukrumha. It's a KGL entity and Sikanadia. Now every day KGL enya 10 million. When your information ekitame at a proper time, you may need say my mom contract portions be. What I say? And these are some of the bad contract. And I could find one sign here, NLA. It is a Joma catch you say you run a Gihok aboka. And your Gihok is as institution kwao. A katia cross. NLA dear make come some chirono. In a year, after money in ano, Jemisa KGL phone say, how much? And Omutama NLA. Now hina a bomb and some. Ghana is bleeding. Ghana is bleeding. It's a contractor. And Crawford signing, you know. You're signing the gun Crawford bottom. And a Ghana air suffer. And now what is that? Sitting in your Huania. Sammy Jeffrey will tell you that small scale for gold proceeds, you know, and then a buy your tone baby na and your forex at the central bank. First, you know, necrophoby and a first size cano. Now in a year, no, I'm up for we're making $500 million at the expense of the vulnerable. I could find a tape be. But remember, was it we didn't come here to create jobs in our public sector? A private sector needs to buy. And some of this contract confirms what Akufo-Addo said. Judge Morgan Utia, so push the video, mami. Akufo-Addo first public president in somewhere I guess 2017 our MPP platform so yes I'm first conference I'm ya tabo pa and Akufo-Addo buy no one select certain individuals to give them contract to milk this milk your van say the state you know. And to be the question I mean sir Yemisa KGL say was say one no NLA 90% of their revenue wamana omedema wom sikana ayesen sen omunya NLA phone nim sika omunya anaso omunim na why na say what this percentage man nyonko eye NLA necessary of KGL na sika no ba wama certain percentage na say eye KGL necessary ojiji sika no akwa tibi ama the mother company ni bi my god me yam your mother company no and a 4 biso meboa na wotuanika anase eye ne oboye no and sese wonu kukutua mother company nika. These are some of the bad contract Akufo-Addo signed the two honum. And you catch it say some former government appointees are benefiting from this deal, 5 million a month. You tell to 10 million a month, a day, times 28 days in a month, you're saying. Multiply that by 365 days. NLA Sika, KGL 4, Dema NLA no. And 120 million a year. But Omunya in excess of 3 billion. Ghana is bleeding. Ghana is bleeding profusely. Ghana is bleeding. Osaka. Sendimamina yamuntie. Me say Akufo-Addo confirm say ya ma Ghana say ya ma say you create jobs in the state. So virtually they came to collapse the state institutions. And individuals and they into omo kasa ma bobra but uloto 1 cedi, media 2 cedis, onyanko there 3 cedis. Any probably 1 million to a day. Eti womaji 10 million omaji 10 million a day na enye manto. Loto ankrofotwan and then you twa Sundays now. Sundays you twa loto. Eti 10 million times 7 you're saying. And that's 70 million a week. Nasika de bema NLA 120 million a year. So 90% of NLA's revenue comes from me. RKB to NLA for as sponsor Ghana Premier League if they are collecting their own revenue. The point is that maybe platform buying and NLA for to build a platform to collect their money. The NCA, one regulate, only regulator no. NCA for those platforms, digital platforms, NCA for the regulatory. NCA is a government agency. Can't they collaborate and build a better system for NLA? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Ghana Revenue Authority to build a platform to collect revenue for NLA and see Chadima a certain KGL to come and tell us that 90% of their revenue comes from them. Where is Shaya Akufo-Addo ya omudi jaho and omo renew contract for 15 years. A commence January 2024 up to 31st December 2039. Eti will be sitting here so your president. Nobody fear control the system, no. Such a bad contract. Me remember Alajiso.
Positions into offices in the state. There are many who would wish that they had done so as well and feel disappointed that they couldn't do so. I want to say 2 things. One, it is not possible at any one time for all of us to have jobs in the state machinery. There are not enough jobs in the state machinery to accommodate everybody. Let me repeat it. There are not enough jobs in the state machinery to accommodate us all. But if we stay in office long enough, everybody will have a chance to have their place. So let's all remember that. If we stay long enough, everybody will have a chance. Number 2, we came not to create jobs in the state. We came to create jobs in the private sector. That is our mantra. That is our creed. That is our vision. We'll leave state creation of jobs in the state sector to the socialists who want everything to be dominated by the state. That is not our vision for Ghana. Our vision for Ghana is about a...
Akufo the first public appearance on a political platform. And show me the contract again. A contract extension, 15 years. Eti, one who is on Babylus elections, no. And I'm renew contract for 15 years. And at that honorable. I'll give you details later. But KGL for to come and answer. Some say 90% of NLA's revenue comes from them. I hear a bedium ho. And I hear no demand NLA. So that exclusive right to the bomb 590 no. So 590 no. Per act no. It's an exclusive product to NLA. Company bien was say or ton 590. It told elections no. And on buy. And I am tempted to believe crashes had the run back the year. Because I'm told that right after elections, no more contract renewal, we see. Around 19th December, oh baby. But Thomas had action at the end call. January. It is alleged. Says at the end call. But listen, 80% to clause 1.1, the license hearing granted shall be for a term of 15 years, commencing 1st January 2024 to 31st December 2039, subject to review every 3 years.
I love Radio
Is any grade deep money
0.5
from year 1 now? A shame said 3 years answer. The 3 years or decided on ma NLA every 3 years. And in case at the end of the 3rd year, the 6th year and the 9th year, the 12th year and 15th years of this license. Okay. Upon the expiration of 2.2, no. Upon expiration of the term, hereby granted, the exclusive license shall automatically renew for a further term of 5 years, making it 20 years. That's 2040. 2044. I read this. 2044. Subject to terms and conditions to be determined by the board. And I'm told, say, Omu lobby.
I love Radio Gold.
Say, no better board no so. Yes, Gary Marco was the board chairman NLA. Gary Marco is MPP lawyer and MPP. Na Samia Okuni amoya no amoya na Samia Okubae. And I'm look say Oko NLA. So let me ask the current MD Alaji. Share Alaji and contract with you. No. Take it from me. Because Alaji Bae no MPP boys na heading all departments no NLA no they are still there. I'm to you then. But some for the supervisors are when saying now. Now no woman a lobby for one SO former board no. They want to lobby their way because they want to keep this contract. Etiemisa KGL say Sikase no nyane day. Me investigation chairman say you tell to 10 million between 5 million to 10 million. But 10 million no munya 10 million a day.
0.5.
So in a month now, they are getting 280 million. In a year, multiply by, we say no, we are talking about 3.3 billion. But Sika ko NLA hono, and 120 million. My mom figures no. Now some figures no krano. Yachemu 4. Etiomu tuan quarterly. So what is happening now is NLA 40 me ko KGL 4 say, o me sika nkombe your month bem. Your me Esika, omde bam June no. Yan for mom me for me salary. It will be a carry forward. When your contract MPP for the buy. Etialaji, Obaye no. Have you been able to meet the management? The NLA structure now better no. Send it here. Are you happy? Sadema we see in Koswana. Why management meeting? Contracting, what contracting, terms and conditions, what we did.
0.5.
me say si etwa mo judgment debt ba you bet me the 1 month proceed a judgment debt no ama NLA nya sika forever we dey find say be judgment debt for 1 billion they are making in excess of 3 billion a year a year in common 1 billion as judgment debt sa 20 years contract awasan to no unya sika bebre etalaji alaji NLA I am giving you some time. Translate. Now I reflect it. Some portions of the contract na the amount no. I know who are contract no. Who are 3 contracts no. KGL Ghana, KGL Nigeria, KGL Cote d'Ivoire. Ni nyina wo honum. Eti wo hwe Nigeria for say confidence contract we with them one. Na be order. Eti me amount time. As a matter of urgency, contract we say no, ye be found. And yes, Alaji, your best is on. Me jira platform we say so. Not just a lotto non tiasie. Unim se lotto sika ashe Ghana pain. In the 80s, the lotto sika na the 2 consolidated fund and the Bogana Hobra. Ejalaji, ebiana unim, but ne. I am telling you.